So continuing with the questions which we have done earlier, the next question is streptomycin and related antibiotics bind to small subunit of ribosomes in prokaryotes. So what is the function that these antibiotics are related to? So streptomycin and related antibiotics, when they bind to small subunit of ribosomes in prokaryotes, in that case they are going to inhibit the process of protein synthesis. Okay. It has been found that in many cells that ribosomes occur in chains along with mRNA molecules. What is the advantage of this arrangement compared to the ribosomes occurring singly? So if this is the ribosome, this is a single ribosome, sometimes there is a possibility that there are many such ribosomes which are attached to a single mRNA, and this condition we call it as polyribosome, or sometimes we call it as polysomes. We call this as polysomes. And they have asked here what is the advantage of this arrangement compared to a ribosome. If a single ribosome is attached and if there is a polysome, what is the advantage? And the correct answer in this case is more and more number of polypeptides can be formed very easily. So this is going to give rise to a polypeptide. So more polypeptides can be formed. So that is the answer to the question. After mutation at genetic locus, the character of an organism changes due to the change in. So why does the character of an organism change? So we all are aware that DNA gives rise to, or it gives mRNA, and mRNA is responsible for a specific type of protein. It is responsible for a specific type of protein. So if there is a change here, if there is a mutation in this gene, then what is expected? Naturally, the type of protein formed will also change. So if there is a change in the DNA, if there is a mutation here, then definitely it will be reflected in the type of protein which is formed. So the correct answer in this case will be protein structure, which will undergo a change. DNA is not directly involved in the synthesis of. So DNA, it can give rise to DNA, and that we call this process as replication. DNA can give rise to mRNA, and we call this process as transcription. DNA gives rise to protein, and we call this process as translation. But this DNA directly, it is responsible for the formation of mRNA, tRNA, or it is responsible for the formation of rRNA, and even it is responsible for the formation of DNA. But DNA directly is not involved in the formation of protein. So the correct answer in this case is D. DNA is not directly involved in the synthesis of protein. It is indirectly involved in the synthesis of proteins. During the protein denaturation, which of the following is disrupted? So when we say the protein denaturation is taking place, so by the addition of certain chemicals, or if so, if we add certain chemicals, or if we heat this protein, then what will happen? Denaturation will occur. And you know that these proteins, basically, these are 3D, three-dimensional structures, and therefore any denaturation, there are hydrogen bonds or different type of bonds present in this protein. So these bonds may break here, or overall it results in loss of conformational change. This three-dimensional structure is a specific conformation. Conformation means what? A specific shape. And when denaturation takes place, when denaturation takes place, it loses this conformation, and therefore the 3D structure is, we say it is disrupted. So 28th, the correct answer is B. Which of the following inhibits protein synthesis by binding to 50S ribosome? So 50S ribosome, by the binding of 50S ribosome, and the protein synthesis is halted. And you have to remember this. This is a memory based question. You have to recall this. And the correct answer in this case is erythromycin. The portion of the gene which is transcribed but not translated. The meaning here that when mRNA is formed, there is a part in this mRNA which is intron and which is exon, which is intron and which is exon. So only when this gets processed, we get a mature mRNA with all the exons. So they are asking the portion of gene which is transcribed but not translated. So from DNA, when this is formed, so the part which is transcribed, so this intron is, these bases are formed here, these are introns, but they do not undergo transcription. So the correct answer in this case has to be introns. Initiation of polypeptide chain in eukaryotic protein synthesis is induced by. So the first AUG, normally the universal amino acid, universally it is observed that this AUG, it codes for methionine. Which of the following is a simplest amino acid? So this glycine is supposed to be a simplest amino acid. You have to remember this. Glycine is the simplest amino acid. What is meant by a monocistronic RNA, which has codons for synthesizing only one protein molecule, which has only one codon, which can combine with one type of tRNA, both A and C? The codons which synthesize only one protein molecule, sorry, it is protein molecule. So the correct answer in this case is A. Which organism was used by Beadle and Totem to propose one gene, one polypeptide hypothesis? So this one gene, one enzyme polypeptide, this was proposed by Beadle and Totem, and later on it was accepted as, also remember this, later on it was accepted as one gene, one polypeptide hypothesis. And the organism used was Neurospora. The genetic code necessary for building up its own amino acids during the multiplication of viruses is carried out by. So in the lytic cycle, we know that this virus, if it infects the bacteriophage, we know this bacteriophage. So what will happen? Its DNA will enter, and therefore this will use all the protein enzymes of the bacteria, and finally it will produce phage particles. So the correct answer in this case is this viral or virus nucleic acid. When more than one codon codes for the same amino acid, and this is called, what is this term referred as? It is called degeneracy, or it is also referred as redundancy. Okay. Polyadenylation, that is, we already know that we have 5' and 3', where the mRNA, there is poly-A tailing, we call this as poly-A tailing, and at the 5 end we call it as capping. So this is a processing of RNA, it becomes matured RNA. So polyadenylation at 3' end of hnRNA, heterogeneous nuclear RNA, through post-transcriptional processing, it is mediated by. It is mediated by which enzyme? That is, you have to remember this. It is poly-A polymerase. Which of the following is not required for transcription? What is this transcription? When this DNA, it gives rise to RNA, and that process we call it as transcription. And in case of transcription, DNA template is required, divalent metal ions are required, polymerase is required, but the only thing which is not required is RNA primer, which is required in case of replication. Okazaki fragments length in case of eukaryotes. So in case of you know the process of replication. So in case of replication, this is the leading strand from 5-3-, and this is the lagging strand, and this lagging strand is discontinuous. So this discontinuous strand itself, what are these fragments called? These fragments itself, they are called Okazaki fragments. So these Okazaki fragments, the number of nucleotides in this is 100 to 200 nucleotides. So the correct answer in this case is B. Translation in prokaryotes need 3 initiation factors. And these 3 initiation factors are initiation factor 1, initiation factor 2, and initiation factor 3. So the correct answer in this case is C. Work of Taylor et al. Et al., the meaning of et al. Here is Taylor and group. On the roots of Vixia faba, what did it prove? It proved that the replication of DNA is semi-conservative. So you have to remember this. This is usually, this has been asked in different exams. This has been asked in AIMS exam. This has been asked in JIPMER, and this has also been asked in the NEET examinations, and several previously in the medical CET exams. So you know that the DNA replication is semi-conservative. That means if this is a DNA which is going to replicate, 50% of the strand is new and the 50% of the strand is old. So the meaning of semi-conservative is half of the strand is old and half of the strand is new. Half of it is conserved. So the correct answer in this case is B. If the first base of given DNA sequence gets mutated on the left side, then the coding of this DNA segment. So if this is a first AUG, for example, if it is a code, and if it gets mutated on the left side like this, so what will happen in this case? So in this case, there will be change in one amino acid in the polypeptide. So this, because of this change, the amino acid in this case will differ. So the correct answer in this case is B. If mRNA sequence is UUUAC GCUAU, what would be the sequence of antisense strand? So it has to be a complementary strand, and if you apply the complementary rule in this case, you will find that the correct answer in this case is B. Which pair of codons, they function as stop signals in human mitochondria? This is important. Normally we have UAA, UAG, and UGA. In case of mitochondria, you have to remember it is AGG and AGA, which acts as terminator codons or stop codons. Select the correct statement from the following regarding transcription. Only a segment of single strand of DNA is copied into RNA. Intervening sequences appear in the processed RNA. In bacteria, the translation can begin much more earlier before mRNA is fully transcribed, and terminator is located upstream of the structural gene. So the correct answer in this case, only a segment of single strand of DNA is copied into RNA. That is correct. So if we have this DNA, so when RNA is formed, only one of these strands is used to copy it. And the second one is, in bacteria, the translation can begin much more earlier before mRNA is fully transcribed. Yes, even this is correct because this is called co-translation. So in this case, the correct answer is the first and the third. So the option which is correct in this case is B. So these all in two sections we have discussed some of these questions in gene expression. So around 45 questions we have discussed, and lot of these questions we have taken it from previous AIMS, NEET and JIPMER and state medical entrance examinations. So you have to practice these questions and you have to be thorough with the concepts. Thank you.